Ba-da-ba. Episode 4. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the 4th episode of the Deep Fried Neurons podcast. It's a podcast about stories that I, your host, find extremely interesting. And this week I actually got you a story. Unless last week. And I'm pretty excited about this one. It's a Lovecraftian horror story. And I've recently gotten interested into it thanks to Rick and Morty, and I've been reading quite a lot of it. I can't stop, and I hope you enjoy. It's pretty weird. If you wanna research about them on your own, good luck. And if you like more of these, let me know in the comments. For sure, I'll get you more. And without any further ado, can we cue the fucking the strangest case I've ever handled came 3 years into being a sub-inspector. म्हणजे माझी फाटलेली माझा पहिलाच होमोसाईड केस होता. I mean, my first real homicide case. And it was one of the most disturbing things that anybody in the entire force had ever seen. There's this renowned psychiatrist, Dr. Mehra, and we found his daughter murdered, stabbed in the stomach multiple times, and then her corpse desecrated with a knife, and there were clear signs of rape. After forensic evidence came in, we found out that the entire procedure involved skinning and a little bit of acid, and probably sexual desecration of the corpse itself instead of rape, and which left us only a search for the psychiatrist so that we can tell him. And we found him 2 kilometers away in a cemetery, shirtless and asleep. The semen on the daughter's body matched his DNA. Quite instantly, he very casually said, "Oh yeah, I committed the murder. It was the sacrifice, and the sacrifice worked." And that was it. I mean, the most controversial murder to happen that year, or in the city in general, solved within a day. Now all we had to do is get his statement and put it on record. मग आमचं काम संपलेलं. So his statement was what rocked most people in the ranks. Like even my PI was very, very disturbed. Super disturbed, to be honest. डॉक्टर मेहरा म्हणाला की मला हे पुस्तक हवं आहे, त्याच्यानंतर मी बोलायला तयार आहे. So, and he named the book. The name of the book was Necronomicon. And I mean, what's the harm that could happen? So we brought him the book, and he was like, "Now I'm ready to give my statement." And he did. He told us that the Necronomicon gave him the information and instructions to perform the sacrifice of his daughter to attract the attention of the old gods. And I was just as clueless as you are right now. So we asked him what he meant, and he tried to explain us the entire pantheon of the old gods and the high priests and all that. We were so confused until like somebody googled it and they found the Cthulhu mythos, and that's what this guy was talking about, like fictional gods that he performed the sacrifice for. And we were like, okay, this just got super crazy. The press is gonna go wild. So in the statement, Dr. Mehra proceeded to say that he was always curious of the life's biggest questions. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life? Where did the universe start? Are we really at the center of it? And his friend introduced him to H.P. Lovecraft's work in a book club, which he then went on to read and then get introduced to the Necronomicon, which according to him was the real Bible. Now, Necronomicon mentions quite a few times about Cthulhu, the higher priest of the older gods. And Dr. Mehra was the more convinced Dr. Mehra got of the existence of the old gods, the more did he want to approach them because they would know what is happening. So, as a doctor would do, he suggested he would try it out, and eventually he took his daughter to that place and did what he did to her. I'd rather not go into the details. And then that was entertaining enough to get the attention of Yogg-Sothoth. I know how strange these names sound and I'm probably not pronouncing them right, पण मला खरंच नाही माहित त्यांना अजून कसं म्हणायचं असतं. So, Yogg-Sothoth is one of the older gods who is known to interact with the mortals. So Yogg-Sothoth did appear after our suspect killed the victim, and Yogg-Sothoth said, "Well, what do you want? I mean, this was all fun and games. Now, what do you want in life?" So, at the vision, apparently, you're supposed to go crazy, but somehow Dr. Mehra didn't, and he clearly described a deity, a cloud, with eyes everywhere and tentacles on the bottom that he could clearly see. And he immediately got excited, and Dr. Mehra said, "What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? How long are we here, or whatever?" And Yogg-Sothoth said, "I'm going to give you one question, and then I'm going to go watch another one of the sacrifices." And Dr. Mehra carefully picked his own. He asked, "How did the universe start, and why did it start?" And according to Dr. Mehra, Yogg-Sothoth spoke in a surprisingly human voice when he said, "Well, it's a funny story. Um, so me and my family, you like all the deities that look through Mithra, Deendra, darkness, and the Hydra, all the entire pantheon of gods, like the entire family, to all 13 of us, were having an orgy. I'm not sure in what celebration, and our father fell asleep during the orgy. Now the realm that I am from, Yogg-Sothoth, when you dream during sex, it's very vibrant, and your dreams spill out as a three-dimensional existence. There's a reason why we call Father the idiot god, because he's not really aware that he's dreaming. He's not aware of the existence as the existence of the universe is. So every time you experience a cosmic event, it's literally my father as a thought shifting in his sleep. And the reason you feel interruptions from other gods is because all of us are trying to mess with him for sleeping on us during an orgy. And everything started with the high priests, which existed in his dreams. We just tossed and turned them. The one that you guys seem to be well aware of is Cthulhu, but Cthulhu has been dormant for years now. I mean, ages. Um, I mean, when he rises, it's going to be fun, but for you, that's a lot of weight. And that's it. That's how you are here. And Dr. Mehra stuck with his statement in court and hence was admitted to a psychiatric association and found not guilty by the reason of insanity. Meanwhile, everyone in the force explored the literature that he was talking about, and every day that I went to work, I was more and more afraid that somebody was going to kill their daughter like he did and find more answers. But mostly, I was worried that he was right, and that's why he didn't try to save himself. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you worship the old ones and are slightly insane, if you like sacrificing virgins in the robes of a cape, then I'm the cultist you look for. Write to me for a crepe. Okay, that's it for this week. That's the story. I hope you enjoyed. And you can leave it in the comment that my singing sucks, but just not in person, please. Do not bring it up in person. And thanks to a lot of editing and virtual instrument apps, it seems like I know something about music. Mm, and that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. Like the video enough to hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here, please. The podcast finally made it to iTunes. And if you're on SoundCloud, repost, share it with your friends. Share it shamelessly, is what I mean. From wherever you are. Um, and support us on Patreon if you want to. That's it, my fams. I hope to see you next week. Goodbye.